Dominionism.
That's
Hey guys,
that's
Oh,
real
dominion
quick,
over
we're
the.
going live.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Very sexy. Anyway, dominion. Dominion.
right. I think
Listen,
that's the magic word.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that word. I'm pretty sure that someone will sue us
I
if
wonder
we
if
say
I wonder
that
if we're
word.
live. I wonder if we're live yet, so I can get out a couple N words before we start.
I'm going to avoid saying the gamer
It's
word.
like a nervous tick. At this, I gotta say ah.
I just gotta say it
Repeated gamer
over and
words.
over again.
Yeah,
It's a
over and
spicy
over
gamer
again,
word.
and then right next to cops.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I feel like there are better life choices. I'm not here to give a judgment on it, but
Can I get a
but
pencil?
you know what is a good life choice?
So,
Listening to the Sons of Tree Air, of course.
that is the
Oh,
best life choice you could ever make.
best life choice ever. I am tonight's host, Cenk Ingles, self-hating capitalist, back for another round, joined by the uh, MJP. Where are we going with the name today?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep with the MJP, but we're gonna stick with the theme of being capitalist. So I'm Turbo Lib Supreme woke
Turbo Loop Supreme.
wokest woke that ever woke Antifa.
Oh, thank God. I was worried. And lovely and helpful as ever, Juniper Nest.
Hey, I guess. Ooh, what's my capitalist personality?
Yeah, you got to come up with a quick one off the top.
Well, just white womaning, of course.
Oh,
Okay,
Karen.
yeah.
I didn't realize
I
you were
could be
doing
a Trisha. You never know.
Someone get
I'll
that
be very
Polaroid cover.
honest. I'm not up to date on my white woman like collectible cards. I don't know. Is there a significant difference between a Karen and a Trisha?
Nah, just Karen is well.
I
Karen's
think
just so
Trisha is an
overused.
evolution.
Yeah,
She
is
like
it a level
Digivolves,
up or a level down?
Digivolves.
Karen asked for the manager. Trisha knows she is the manager.
It's like a level. It's like a level 32 Karen.
It's a level.
Trisha
This
is
man.
married to the regional director.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
damn, Trisha. Got some power.
And the final evolution is Hillary with a moonstone. You don't want to see the pre-evolutions of Kamala though. That's a terrible cursed line.
Oh, I'm gonna leave that one to you. I'm not gonna pick up on that joke. I think it's better if I just don't. It's- I think it's much better.
Digivolve into champion.
This is uh Kamala just becomes in charge of a state, that's all. Instead of a nation.
She's like a fridge before she evolves from a fridge.
Oh my god.
So is
So let's
it just me, or are they dragging her out more often all of a sudden?
They try to, but then she
oh.
put that foot in her fucking mouth and they go hide her back again. They don't want to give her nothing to do. Keeps fucking it up. You got zero lines and you fuck it up. How do you fuck it up when you got no lines?
It's so much easier. If you had lines, would have something to learn.
How do you fuck it up when you got no lines in Africa?
Listen, listen.
It should be a
She's
home
doing her
run. You're
best.
black in Africa. It should be easy. Fuck
Yeah,
white women.
like you don't understand. It's really we just want a black woman to be the one dropping drone strikes on people. That's all we really wanted to begin
Right.
with.
Here's a
I
layup.
assume.
We're taking it
Progress.
nice and slow. Here's a layup. Whiff. Okay, we're gonna put the ball on the tee on the little thingy. What was those little pole thingies that they put the tees on with the ball for the kids?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they swing at it and she still misses. And they're like,
Well,
"Okay,
it's
Slugger, you knocked over the thing. Go ahead and take a base."
good job, champ.
We're going for ice cream later. Yay! Don't get off the
Puts the
base.
cone towards her mouth and misses.
Don't
Okay.
you.
In events shocking no one, we'll hit those news cycles real quick. Steven Crowder, terrible husband, big shocker, no one's surprised. Um,
I'm only surprised that he didn't fail sooner.
yeah, that's fair. That's a fair statement to make. Steven Crowder, giant cheapskate, doesn't want to buy a second car for his wife. Equally unsurprising. Equally unsurprising.
I was surprised
In
he got married. I didn't know he could get married. I thought he
Well,
was
he
the
can't, but his
major
wife
incel
was
forever.
allowed to. Yeah.
He must have paid a lot of money to get that mail order.
I guess. I guess.
Came from an Eastern European country.
You don't
Nah,
think so?
Yeah, from a catalog.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
I mean,
She
whatever.
no, she struck me more as one who would have like gone to college to get her MRS degree. So
She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna marry my way into some money." Oh no, don't punch me.
Yeah, basically. That checks out. That sounds the most right out of all of the things that were said.
you're
Not
supposed
that
to
we
be
would ever make
misogynistic towards
accusations.
everyone but me, honey.
Okay, he's a Nazi, but I can divorce him and get half his money. So
So who's the real
but
Nazi then?
maybe I'll get to be a Nazi mom for a little bit. Clean up his underwear, crusty underwear he's leaving all over the place,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
keep
exactly.
his nice little flags good and pressed, and then divorce him and take half his shit when he inevitably fails because he will because he's a Nazi.
Seditious conspiracies were
Allegedly.
tried. Well, no. Now they are confirmed. They have been found guilty. It's no longer allegedly.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
Yeah, there were a
great.
couple of found guilties in seditious conspiracy. Not in the case of Steven Crowder, but in the case of January 6th. Again, most shocking news of all year.
Oh, they're traitors? What? No way.
You mean whenever they were literally invading the nation's capital, that was a problem? Crazy. Foresee this.
Can we have a moment?
Um,
Can we have a moment of sympathy for the cops who want to really just help their Nazi friends, but they keep fucking up.
yeah.
We're trying to help you guys, and they're trying to coup us. What are we supposed to do, guys?
yeah. We just want to
I
not get cooed.
We treat these motherfuckers with the kid gloves, and they still fuck up.
I reiterate, as always, if those people were black, that thing would have not have gone anywhere near as far as it did.
They just turn rabid when they see when the cops see a young black man.
Yeah, exactly. Much less like 5 of them.
They just turn into Hulk. You just start hulking out, turn radioactive green, and just run. My
Yeah, I
religion.
mean, it's rough out there to be a white nationalist. It's been a tough week, honestly.
They're taking all the L's.
They are in an event surprising just them.
What do you mean I can't beat my wife?
Yeah, what do you mean my wife can just divorce me? What the fuck?
That's no fair. You don't even
Yeah.
have to give a reason. What?
Yeah.
So unfair. I'm such a victim now. So victim.
So many victim.
All the victims all the time. All right now. All me. All victim.
They're always looking for fucking any excuse. Any excuse though, so that checks out.
Will someone think of the Nazis? Here comes the lib. I will. We gotta help you out, guys.
And then the other piece of big news, there was an attempt on Vladimir Putin's life? Question mark. I saw the video. The drone exploding. That is definitely not a U.S. drone. Children have bigger fireworks in the United States. Feels like, you know, Russian propaganda. Dot dot dot. But whatever.
Are you calling it a false flag?
Yeah, I am. You caught me. Although, unlike most people in our nation who call false flags, this one didn't involve the death of children. So I've got one up on some people.
It
I'm
feels
not going to name Alex Jones based names,
it,
but
it feels
but
it feels to me like a whole lot of who the hell cares? It's been like 19 months already. I thought this shit was over by now. How the fuck are they still doing this shit? They need to get it over with. They need to just they need to just jerk each other off and fucking get it done with.
call it a day.
Call it a day. Negotiate their deal. Maybe be butt buddies and call it a day. The fuck they doing? Still going on with this bullshit. We got other things going on here, man. We don't got no time for Zelensky and Putin and they bullshit.
Well, it does generate a lot of money for arms manufacturers.
Yeah.
They don't have any. Our input don't matter anyway. What the fuck? What the fuck are we?
But won't someone think of the poor arms manufacturers? I mean,
You gotta
they're job creators.
you gotta finish your Ukraine before you can have some China.
Oh
Go
boy.
ahead and finish your Ukraine, goddammit. So we can move on with life. Get our ass kicked by China. Finally. Get it over with. What's
Boom.
gonna do against the person who makes everything? Oh no, I just shut off the machine. Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
I mean, we are also the country that buys everything, so we got that going for us at least.
You
Like,
can't
no
buy
one's
nothing if
happy
you
in
don't
that
make it. If you
scenario.
can't buy nothing, you can't buy what was not being made.
Yeah, it's not a happy thought in any case. Whatever.
It is a
Everything's
machine.
terrible.
You can go on or off, or you just go click and it's off. Oh, and you think they fucking flipped the fuck out during the panda? Imagine if they can't get their cheap T-shirts, how much they'd flip out and hoard and act like fucking idiots.
If the dollar store was suddenly empty, people would lose their
Right,
minds.
right.
The Dollar
What do you
General has
mean?
to
What do you
close.
mean Walmart doesn't have any more TVs?
Where are my cheap plastic tchotchkes?
My God.
Sad,
Yeah, I
sad.
don't know, man. We're like a drug addict. Listen,
Yeah,
you don't kill
our
off your best client though.
now our addiction is lithium. And everybody's like, yeah, I'm gonna nationalize that shit.
If only more people were eating it instead of using it for batteries, the world would be a better place.
Just casual lithium consumption.
Hey, it used to be in one of the chats, someone brought up the 7 Up used to be a lithium soda.
Did it?
7 Up had lithium? What?
It used
What?
to originally.
Holy shit!
Wouldn't that be 7 Down?
Oh yeah.
No.
That would rock.
It seemed like it would have been Coke Up and 7 Down.
No
That's a
wonder
fucking
7 Up sucks now.
that's a fucking branding mistake right there.
It really is. Let's find out. I'm digging into this. It was contained lithium citrate,
Holy
a
Mhm.
mood
shit!
stabilizing drug, until 1948. That was pretty late too.
Damn,
shit,
our
dude.
ancestors were high as shit.
Holy shit.
Lithium
Like
7
this is
Up.
what I
That's
mean. When
fucking.
when
You could go to the
these
store and
fucking
get some lithium 7 Up, get some cocaine Coke. What's Pepsi got in it? Fucking crack? Like what the fuck?
like these
Meth
fucking
Pepsi?
I'm just gonna say it. Boomers ruined everything for us. Like
Yeah.
they even took the fucking lithium out of 7 Up and the cocaine out of Coke before we got it. Like what the fuck?
Am I thinking of a different soda, or is 7 Up the one where you can find the old ads that are from like the 30s and the 40s where they encourage you to give 7 Up to a baby?
I think
You
that
might
might
be
be
right. You might be right. Yeah.
Well, what the fuck? Like,
well, if your baby is cranky and irritable,
I mean,
Yeah. That
even
baby
that shit
won't be
out.
cranky when they're high as shit.
I'm not saying that won't fix it. It'll definitely fix it. I'm just saying maybe that's not.
Well, my grandma told
Your
me.
baby's just staring into space for 45 minutes.
Well, apparently, like before they had things like modern childcare, when you were like, if you worked on a farm or whatever, uh, grandma said that like they would make the babies what they called a sugar tit, which
Yeah.
is you you take a cloth and a sugar cube, you put a couple drops of paregoric on it,
Yeah.
and then tie that up and give it to the baby to suck. And paregoric is tincture of opium.
Straight.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
That's not the only thing. When I was a
Yeah.
kid, when I was a kid, I still knew people that had stashes of that shit from before it was illegal, and I always had terrible stomach problems. And one time it was so bad that I had to use some of that. We was on vacation. We didn't really have no other choice. You know, what are you going to do? We already paid for this family vacation. We're going to let the kids shit their fucking brains out. No, we're going to break into this stash of paregoric. And unsurprisingly, instant cessation of all symptoms.
Best vacation ever.
Instantaneous cure. So,
Jesus. How the fuck did they survive? Like,
I
The
don't know.
question is, how are we surviving?
yeah, maybe we should have been extinct long ago. Maybe we're just on borrowed time here. Here's some opium. Here's your opium baby pussy stopper. Have fun, motherfuckers.
Yeah, figure it out.
I got a couple minutes before I gotta run on to the next thing. What are you guys doing in here? What's going on in here?
Nothing
Oh, we're
much.
just,
The truest of horrors.
Yeah,
regular horrors beyond comprehension.
sounds about right. Yeah,
One Friday.
definitely got our fair share of that going on out here. Mine is even more fucked up than usual. I guess a bunch of people decided to go ahead and just call it a 3-day Cinco de Mayo weekend. It totally blew them off on today. There's nobody at that fucking place.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
You and the manager?
I reckon that's the right move. Yeah, I ain't got the attendance points or the wherewithal to figure out how to manipulate attendance points. So, I was like, well, I guess I'm going in there, even though I already know it's going to be the lowest head count ever. And man, it sure fucking is.
Wait. Hold on a second. I need some clarification there. Attendance points.
Okay, so this is a concept that
Okay.
places like factories and shit like that, retail as well, I think, is this concept of creating a false currency that supposedly you have some amount of. And then automatically, if you're not hitting the clock at a certain time or lunch is
Okay,
too
let's call it,
long.
just to make this simpler for people, let's call it a dollar bill.
Yeah. So you have some
Okay.
amount of these dollar bills. Yeah, I guess false currency is kind of a redundant statement, isn't it? Essentially, it's a currency that would deplete based on when you were late and everything. Most places that I've worked have it on a rolling year. So let's say today, May 5th, let's say I called out on them and I got whatever amount of points deducted for having done that. It would be May 5th of next year before that was replenished. And it would replenish that in the amount that, I lost today or whatever.
Oh, that's so awful.
That is what
So-
most places that I've worked have done. However, this new place, this brand spanking new factory, which has only been here about 3 years, unlike all the others around here, been here 20, 30, 40 years. This brand new place with all this hot shit management from out west and everything. This is the first place I've ever worked where they have combined attendance and discipline. Disciplinary issues will also get you points, which count toward the same total, which leads towards termination.
Oh,
So they
bullshit.
have more tools than I have ever seen to eliminate somebody if they don't if
Like
they
a-
get 2 points. But that said, I have never worked anywhere where these things weren't being manipulated by management based on just it's a way for them to control who gets fired when or if ever at all. It is my view. I'm sure there's some amount that they could be bad at manipulating it or manipulating it too much to where their
Sure.
boss would be like, yo, man, fuck.
Yeah. So that makes a total sense that everybody would be like, "Fuck this place, Cinco de Mayo,
Yeah.
I'm out." That makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess what I'm still scratching my head at is you can lose points, but let's say you maintain the maximum number of points. What is your reward?
Oh, there's nothing. There's no reward. You just basically
No.
basically just
So it's a
You're
punishment
thinking-
metric only.
the best
Yeah.
you could be looking is you could have all your points in your pocket and waiting for, suppose you become just violently ill for a long period of time. Like you would be able to last longer like that before you had to go back or whatever than somebody who say was out, presumably that would be the advantage to having this stuff. But honestly,
see, this is how this works.
yeah,
Basically, if you hold on to all your points, or if you're going to be near the maximum points, so let's say let's say it's 200 points, you're at about 170. What
Yeah.
you're going to do at that point is you're just going to fuck off for 2 weeks.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And the thing about it is that especially with the tight labor market, it's never been more obvious that they are neither going to
Punish you in any way.
well, exactly. They're not going to terminate someone. They're definitely not going to let a computer use some kind of predetermined calculus to terminate somebody that they feel like is a deal for them. If they know that they're getting way more labor extracted out of that person than that person is paid to give them, that person's going to work there forever. It doesn't matter what a computer says. It doesn't matter how many days they're out. It doesn't matter what other people say about
So,
them.
just to be clear, it does not. What you're saying is, it does not matter if they are wrong.
No.
Yeah. No.
It does
There's
not
no
matter.
way in a labor market like this, there is no way that if some guy that they know is underpaid and they know is busting his ass for basically no reason and letting them get all the sweet labor, if they think that it's a good look for them, there is no way that person is getting fired.
Yeah, and
Um,
and and they say drug free workplace, but if that person who busts their ass is on crack and they know it, they ain't saying shit.
oh no, yeah, there's not a chance. There was a good
Miss,
example.
Miss, Mr. Meth Man, nah, he goes hard. We're gonna keep him.
When I worked at the Chud plant 2 plants ago, there was a good example where uh, this dude, he was team lead and everything. He'd been there for a long time, but he's a crackhead, and everybody knew he's a crackhead. But the funny thing about it is that he never really got in any trouble for it. They made this big thing of sometimes they would drug test people. One time they drug tested him and he popped positive for it, so they sent him to rehab, which I thought was just hysterical. Like, if anything, that dude came out of there with nothing but probably a better, more reliable crack connection, right? So it probably upgrade for
he's
him.
just networking in the fucking
Yes.
rehab.
As a matter of fact, the most likely reason that he did drop the pallet off the forklift that led to that drug test and shit was probably because he wasn't able to score. Uh, so really, yeah, in that sense, sending him to rehab was the solution. He was able to get a more reliable hookup, and he was able to maintain the level of functional crackhead that he was on at work again, and everything was fine again. But yes, drenched in sweat every single time that I ever saw him, just wet from head to toe,
Yeah, I've seen those guys.
just
Yeah.
drenched at all times. But no, they would never give that up. They would never give that up.
Have you gotten any children at your chud factory?
Like, the last time I saw a guy try to slide in under the radar by being, not old enough to work there, and then just hope that maybe he'd get a few weeks, of paychecks before anybody put two and two together. This was a long time ago. Was the last time I saw this. It was the one Christmas that I did Amazon. The one Christmas that I did Amazon, there was at least 20 kids in there out of like the 200 that they put on as temps for Christmas. There was at least 20 kids in there that was not 18. And they did it. They successfully were paid however many times before a few weeks later, somebody came walking around after most of the Christmas rush had died down.
Oh yeah, you can't do it
Walked
during
around,
Christmas.
it's like, hey, we need new copies of everybody's birth certificate. We need to see everybody's driver's license again. And then after that,
Oh.
they did the legwork necessary to prove that, the real age of these people, and then got rid of them. But then they got rid of everybody else anyway, because it was after peak season. Peak season had concluded, right?
Thank God.
So everybody won. Everybody won. Those kids wanted some money to buy video games or whatever. And they got it, and Amazon wanted as much labor as it could get that it would then dispose of without anybody asking any questions, and they got that too. It was a win-win.
Thank God.
I think
It would have been
that's
terrible.
yes.
I mean, you can't have billionaires without child labor, right?
Nice,
Right?
yeah.
It was a capitalist Christmas miracle.
It was. Worked out for everyone. And I think that
Thank you, Santa.
It
probably
was the night before capitalismus.
Child labor. The
peak
child labor saves Christmas special.
the only way we're going to have a Christmas this year is if we make some children work at this factory.
Work in this fucking factory. This
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do
fucking OSHA violating factory.
Right. It turns out Santa doesn't actually have elves. He just has a lot of like
It's just
5
kids.
to 8-year-olds, like
Fucking
just
8-year-olds.
What they did, they made the children dress as elves. And then they were like, no, this is how we celebrate Christmas. This is our Christmas thing we're doing. No, what they're after.
Santa, a lot of these elves are missing arms.
Those guys are dwarf actors that we paid to be elves.
Paid actors.
That's who those guys are. Don't ask too many questions about those guys.
Is a false flag. False paid actors.
It's not real. It's not real. They're just children in suits. They're not real. They're paid actors.
Gentlemen. Garbage.
I will say though, I think that's probably what most of the American economy is now, is situations that on paper are either not federally legal or possibly not acceptable
Well,
to the
yeah,
company.
there's complete corporate capture of the state.
Yeah, like
The state literally just bends over and gives them everything they want.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised they let the banks fail that they did.
Right. That was amazing. I mean, I thought that
Oh no,
you
well,
know,
I mean, they still can pay it out to rich people, so I guess you can't really say that they let them
right,
fail, but
right.
you know,
It,
on
it only
paper.
it only failed if you were some regular prick that wasn't up there in that stratosphere. Well, same as they did those guys. Shit, we did a great episode of this show about it back when it happened. Same as they did those guys that thought they were hot shit. They were going to buy all that Robinhood. They were going to buy all that GameStop stock on Robinhood, day trade it, and then Robinhood just straight cut them the fuck off. Robinhood was just like, "No, that's not how this
Right.
works." And they were
You
like,
you you GME boys still holding?
"Yeah." But then those guys were like, "No, it is how this works. Some of us have already cashed checks. The money's already in the bank." And then Robinhood was like, "Well, no, stop. Anybody who hasn't done it yet isn't allowed to do it, and it's over now." And you know,
Robin Hood was like,
yeah,
you fucking
yeah.
over rich people? Oh hell no. We can't have that. You can have you do any number of stuff, but not that. That's the one thing you can't do. Not the rich people. No. No. I can't have that. No way, no how. Yeah, that was some bullshit. I
I mean,
remember.
what else is new?
I'm gonna stick my head back in here and make sure everything's still chill. Be back
It's
in
all
about
on fire.
Okay, make sure you get some lithium 7 Up on your break.
Yes. Keeps the lithium ions balanced out in you.
It does something.
It does something. I'm
Smooths
still
the
like,
edges.
I'm just, how the fuck are we not allowed to have fucking anything? We can't have any nice things. They take it all away from us. They had Coke in their Coke, and
Well,
we're not even allowed a little bit of stuff.
you see, Jank, there was a person named Ronald Reagan,
Gosh, that motherfucker, once again.
and he ruined everything and
I
everywhere.
knew it. Every time. That motherfucker.
Wilson. Wilson. Reagan.
Every fucking time.
Just welfare queening it up.
Yeah, the real welfare queen.
He's welfare queening in hell now.
Listen, I'm not opposed. If anyone wants to dig him up and take another shot at him, by all means.
No, people like that, they don't leave remains. They just vaporize like a fucking Jedi, crumble into dust like a Sith
They
Lord.
melt.
The,
Oh,
the only thing holding all of the cells together was pure evil, and once they die, it just disintegrates.
Someone chucked his ass into a volcano like the Terminator. You got to make sure you destroy them completely. You know.
thank God.
I'm just saying Republicans are Terminators.
you gotta drop him into lava.
I was gonna say I don't know that we have enough like abandoned smelting stations to really take care of that problem.
Yeah, we got to build more
Yeah,
smelting stations.
Solution.
I mean, it wouldn't be far fetched compared to the stuff we're hearing, especially with old lady flat Earth Hotep out here.
Oh my God.
Smelting stations for Terminators?
God.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Everybody
Yeah, why
believes.
not? You know what? I believe it. Boy, you're absolutely correct.
The firmament. The
Damn
fuck?
it. The
You sonic
firmament.
boom through the firmament.
Yeah, listen. It's a $5 word for sure. Number one. Um,
Yeah. Some
number
bonus points.
two. Yeah, number two. It's a good fucking word.
Yeah, I've never heard of a firmament before in my life, so
Type it into
uh,
Google. You get the great image. If you type it into Google, the first image that comes up under Google Image, that's the one that she was showing.
heavens or sky. It literally means heavens. God, jeez. Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
And you see the pillars of the earth
Oh,
and
I
blah blah
see
blah
it.
blah
That's
blah.
what they believe. They believe the earth is pillars. Why the fuck? Where do the pillars come from? The
Well,
great
listen,
deep? But
this
but
is clearly not well thought out.
but
This
what
might
is
shock you.
outside of this circle? It is a circle, a dome. Like you made a flat earth just to put it inside a dome, like inside of a circle? Like, what the fuck?
Listen, this is clearly not well thought out. It just is what it is.
You said you saw this woman on TikTok,
Yes,
so
it was
you're a
great.
TikToker.
Listen, I'm not proud. I have the
Hey,
AD and the AD.
TikTok is the best social media site there is.
And that's why I was asking the question because I want to know more
I have the
about
AD
TikTok
and the
usage.
HD, so I really liked Fine because 17 seconds is about what my attention span is, and they had to be less than that.
Right.
This is in a similar vein.
I mean,
Where
part of
where
my issue with the whole when they pulled that whole pivot to video scam is that my I can't be watching videos that are as long as people want to post.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't be sitting there watching that whole thing. It's just no. I'm going to look away. I'm going to scroll.
that's a them problem.
Yeah, that's a them problem. That's the nice part is that TikTok's algorithms do be powerful as fuck. So it's one of those things that, like, if you're not staying and watching the videos, they will show you less of those videos.
But then I just get shorter Nazi content, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's how it
I
works on
mean,
YouTube.
I don't get
that's
Nazi
how
content.
all of the internet works. But I also don't get Nazi content.
I don't get of
I
all the
don't
places
either.
of all the places TikTok is the one place I don't actually get Nazi content.
Well, that's nice
Mainly
to
because
hear.
their algorithms are actually good.
Of course, I haven't logged back into YouTube since that
Tons of
one
Nazi
girl sent
content there.
me. Yeah, that one girl sent me to the like how to be a good Muslim
Oh
guy.
god. See now
Lots of
they like to
content
play.
about how women submitting to their husbands and
Oh god.
yeah. So I'm a little scared what the
Do they
algorithm is
submit
going
with
to
their
think of
mouth?
me because before that I was watching like videos from like the 80s and uh like how to reweave a chair seat like and woodworking and things like that. So I'm not sure what it's going to think of me now.
Well, you see, th- I think you'd probably be worse off than you were before because there's so much more Nazi content now. There is a lot. They now call it anti woke content.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
secret
that's what they call it.
language
Yeah,
for it.
that's our new euphemism. Good to know.
yeah. They'll weave it in with some topic, something else you're interested in. You know, if you like gaming, they'll be like, hey, we're gonna have this gaming review, and all of a sudden they're ranting about the wokeness of the characters and and they don't think that the black character actually existing is realistic. And you're like, God damn it. How did
God
this
damn
happen?
it.
And they'll slowly ease you into it because you'll see one video and they'll just rant about something and you'll be like, oh, okay, I guess it's fine. And then 2 weeks later they're just full on rant, full on chud territory, and you're just like, God damn it. And they get some of the best ones too. They get the ones you like. You're like, oh, I like this. I even heard like they caught Sabine Hassenfelder fucking be doing an anti-trans, and you're just like, God damn it! You could you not? You talk about physics. I just want the physics. Leave me the physics and leave the trans shit out. You don't have to weigh in on that. You're a physicist. What are you doing? I came for the physics. I don't want to hear your fucking bullshit about transness. And you look at it, and in the moment you see the thumbnail and the title, you're like, oh, this is about to be some bullshit. No, I'm not watching this. It happens all the time.
How are people
they
supposed to learn anymore? We're gonna have to go back to reading books.
well, they got to get their money. They got to get that bag. They see the bag and they go for it. They got to get their bag. Education be damned.
Yep.
That sounds like CRT to me, buddy.
Cathode ray tubes?
Yep.
Yes.
Probably that too.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we have quite a few of
Because
those
they don't
in my
know what it
mom's
means
basement,
either.
I think.
Yeah, they have no idea what critical race theory even stands for, so it doesn't matter. Might as well call it cathode ray tubes. They might even be
That's
able
what
to
they're
find that.
teaching. I hate it even more now.
Yeah, dated technology.
Goddamn ray tubes fucking up my flat screens.
Trying to
Being
change the
heavy as
weather.
shit. Yeah. With the what the fuck do they call it? With the cloud seeding
Space laser.
or
Yes,
whatever
and with the chemtrails.
with the chemtrails. That's the one. Cathode ray tubes with the chemtrails and the and the space lasers.
Wait, so I gotta ask: are the people that think that we're somehow changing the color of the sun? Is that an elaborate troll, or do
What?
those people really think that?
What?
This is a thing I've seen circulating a couple times. It was on Reddit and showed up on Twitter. Like people saying, like, "Well, the sun used to be yellow when I was a kid, and now it's white. They're doing something to the sun." And
Good lord.
Wow.
yeah, but it's like it's so dumb. I can't help but think that it is. I mean, it's got to be a joke.
No. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, but they really are that dumb.
But
Yeah.
how?
They
How do
really
they?
are.
But I mean, to be that dumb, you'd have to like.
When you don't accept
Be
any
willfully
when you
ignorant?
don't
Yes,
accept any
absolutely.
new ideas, you can't refute anything that's that dumb.
But I guess I'm just boggled by how
What are they
people
gonna
like that
do?
remember
Use
to
the
breathe.
scientific method? You think they're gonna like science it? You think they're gonna actually like study the sun and compare temperatures and
Well, these are.
time
You're right. These are
periods and
probably people that think the sun is like an image that is projected onto the firmament for us to marvel at.
right. If
Exactly.
it's an image projected onto the firmament, then obviously you can change the projection.
Someone
Right, you
changed the
just changed
filter
the
on the
lens.
projector.
It's
Right.
like the dumbest version of the allegory of the cave.
It's like an allegory of the cave where the people who stay and watch the shadows were right all along.
Yeah. They show them
You guys are idiots.
outside the cave and they say this ain't real and they go right back in. You full
Yep.
of
I liked
shit,
the
buddy.
pictures on the wall better.
Yeah, that's more realistic.
Those wall pictures are in high definition. Not this shitty CRT shit.
Yeah, oh, man. Like it's tough, I
Yeah,
guess.
don't underestimate their dumb. I just don't do it.
I know, but every once in a while I decide to try to be charitable, and then uh, I can't maintain that illusion for very long. But I do try really hard.
I'm trying to think.
I
What is the dumbest thing I heard them say in a while? Chat. Can we get chat to chime in? What is the dumbest thing you've heard the conservatives say in a while? I saw one. What was it? If I can remember it correctly, it was people people don't want to work, and that's causing the economy to collapse, and that's why you need children to step in and save it because then people will want to
Oh,
work. Essentially.
we're unironically arguing in favor of child labor. Is that what?
Yes, yes, that is what they were doing. Yes.
right
Oh, good.
because it
Yeah.
teaches them a work ethic and keeps them
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
trouble,
yeah.
right?
It's a virtue with them tiny hands to not have them in school learning shit. We're not like, enjoying life, in
Right,
pure libertarian fashion.
right. Their little hands are perfect for things like reaching in between giant cogs and gears and slicing things. Like when you've
Oh,
dropped.
it was. Let me see if I can find it. It was bad. It was. Oh, it was. Yeah, I seen it. It was. Oh, here it is. Recessions happen because of lazy quotations workers. Things will be better with changes to allow minors to pick up the slack, though.
Oh, thank God. I was
Yeah,
worried that those 14-year-olds year
yeah,
olds might
yeah,
be not working.
yeah,
Well,
But I
yeah,
was thinking to
you need to find
myself,
something for them to do until you ship them off to the military.
yeah. That's yeah, that's what they think. They're that dumb.
well, so here's the thing, right? We need to lower the age of retirement. And if you die, if you
If
die,
you die,
you get to retire.
that's the problem. Not enough people dying on the job.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the next argument that's coming in the next 10 to 20 years. And I
So
am not even
I've
joking.
already heard that like with since people are living longer, we have to raise the retirement age.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why not?
Although, I mean, wouldn't you want to drop it because, the life expectancy in the U.S. dropped dramatically. Oh, wait, they don't believe that because that's facts. That's right. We are living through the place that has the actual drop in life expectancy.
Somehow.
Well, yeah, but the good news is COVID is over like next week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
The
sure.
11th. When is
You
that?
you can just declare it over and it'll be done.
Yeah. Oh no, May 11th. They planned it a couple months ago.
Mhm, mhm,
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah,
mhm.
we only have what, today's the 5th. So we only have 6 more days of COVID. And then
Yeah,
it's done for good.
yeah. No,
What if Punxsutawney Phil sees his shadow? What'll we do then?
no.
We
You
get
then
six more weeks.
you got 6 more weeks of racism.
Oh no. The
Well, see,
racism again every time.
see, you can't use the groundhog in the springtime because I don't know if you've got groundhogs where you are, but like they're pretty frisky this time of year. They're like running up and down, like they get this like very serious, like considering look when they look at you. But for the most part, they're just gallivanting. They're not sitting around to see a shadow, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't worry. They're gonna keep seeing that shadow. There's gonna be
I'm
six
I,
more
I'm
weeks of racism every week.
I'm sorry. Are you under the impression that any of this is logical? someone just someone
Six
just
more weeks of
decided after
racism. We live
stalking
in
a
a
fucking
post-racial
groundhog
society.
looking at him.
Yeah, if it just wasn't for those groundhogs, we would live
That
in a
groundhog
post-racial
didn't see black,
society.
so it's not. It's gonna rain.
I'm
This
still.
one day, this one overcast day decided the fate of the next 6 weeks. Sir, I am a
I mean,
meteorologist. Nah, fuck you.
We're
yeah,
gonna
but
ask
you're a
the
black
rodents.
meteorologist.
How did groundhogs get into like weather forecasting anyway?
Why wouldn't you trust your weather forecasting to a small rodent?
I don't know. Maybe they're like meteorological masterminds. I don't know.
It's their weather future telling organ. It's like a sack behind their pancreas. They use it to forecast
It's in
far into
the
the
it's in the same spot as the organ that produces rights in humans. So whenever Dan comes back from his top surgery, he will point that out for us.
future.
The rights producing organ.
Speaking
Yes.
of Dan, what is he doing?
Is getting new titties, I assume.
He's getting new titties.
Yeah,
All
Yep.
right.
I mean, because he had like inverted nipples on absurdly large areolae, and
I assume.
yeah, and just decided, it's time to get that fixed. It is time, and I agree, because that's horrifying. No one wants that. So
Sure. We're happy.
I support his his choice to seek gender affirming care.
I too support his choice to seek that care. I guess. But that's what he's up to, I assume,
All right.
without a lie.
Well, Dan,
And
happy trails.
Well, that was what the mysterious note, like, made out of like glued on cut out newspaper letters said.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
And I trust that. That sounds legit. Isn't that how he always leaves messages?
Yeah,
Yeah, normally.
because it was filled with glitter as well because he's going to Mardi Gras, the
Put
Carnival.
the lotion on the
He's got
fucking
he's got a
basket.
I. Yeah.
Well, this has been a lovely evening with the Sons of Tree Air. I think we're about an hour into the show here.
Yeah. We got an hour and 12. Yeah. Well, no, about an hour. You're right.
It's been a short show. We'll call it a night. I appreciate you all. Don't die, America.
Don't die, everybody.
Don't
Have a good
die.